Tatiana Suarez!
Tatiana Suarez is a beast.
Tatiana Suarez got some wrestling.
Oh, look at that! This is where Tatiana Suarez makes her money.
I don't see anybody else overwhelming people the way she's doing.
They just can't stop what she comes with.
Oh, man.
A lot of people think we're looking at a future champion. Look what she's doing to the former right now.
She's mauling it.
Tatiana Suarez.
Is it under the chin? It's hard to see.
Under the
from
chin,
here.
but her hands are not locked, so she's trying to lock
Shot!
it.
11-0! Tatiana Suarez!
Tatiana Suarez, famously known as Cookie Monster, holds an impressive professional record of 13-1-0 and may be the biggest threat to our beloved Dakota Ditcheva.
Believe that I'm the best in the world.
She's such a dominant figure.
Suarez is on another level.
I haven't seen this kind of dominance in a long time.
One of the great what-ifs in MMA history. We all thought, like, she's going to be a champion.
The former wrestling prodigy returns after a nearly 4-year layoff.
What's your name?
Tatiana Suarez.
While Dakota has proven herself to be an elite striker and one of the most exciting fighters in combat sports, her grappling is often viewed as the area where opponents could potentially test her the most. This is exactly where Suarez becomes such a dangerous challenge. As one of the most accomplished grapplers in women's MMA, Tatiana possesses world-class wrestling, relentless takedowns, and exceptional submission skills. Many fans consider her a true submission queen, capable of dominating opponents once the fight hits the ground.
It's a king.
Oh, here we go! Right on the money, baby! What a kick!
If Dakota and Tatiana ever meet, it would be a fascinating clash of styles. Dakota's explosive striking and finishing ability against Suarez's elite grappling and ground control. Is this the woman who finally hands Dakota her first loss? Or even worse for Dakota fans, is this the woman who takes her undefeated legacy and ends it for good?
Is it under the chin? It's hard to see.
Under
from
the
here.
chin, but her hands are not locked, so she's trying to lock it.
11-0! Tatiana Suarez!
Let's break it down. Tatiana Suarez was born December 19, 1990 in Corona, California. And unlike most fighters who find martial arts as teenagers or adults, Suarez was put on a wrestling mat before she even turned 4 years old.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC strawweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding an undefeated professional record. She stands 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in at 115 pounds. Fighting out of Rancho Cucamonga, California, presenting the Ultimate Fighter Season 23 winner, Tatiana Suarez!
She grew into a multi-time world championship medalist and a 2-time National High School Wrestler of the Year, the first person in history to win that award twice. She was on track for the 2012 Olympics. Then life tried to break her. A serious neck injury derailed her Olympic dream. Then doctors found something even worse: thyroid cancer.
Good front headlock. Great fundamentals. She goes for the guillotine. She sits.
She could get out though. She's doing the right thing.
No, that's locked in.
That is locked in, but
And sitting up makes it even tougher.
She had her thyroid removed, lymph nodes removed. She went through radiation therapy. Most people would have walked away from combat sports completely. Instead, Tatiana Suarez walked back into a cage and started finishing people.
I could submit from lots of places, and I'm only getting better on my feet, as you guys can see. I'm gonna go back like a champion, and I'm gonna fix everything so that I can be the world champion, because I know I'm the best in the world.
And still undefeated, Tatiana Suarez!
She won the Ultimate Fighter Season 23. She went 7-0 inside the octagon before her first career loss, a loss that came with a freak knee injury mid-fight against a 2-time champion. She was winning that fight before everything changed. That wasn't a... Now she's back. Cookie Monster Suarez. MMA record, 13 wins, 1 loss. UFC record, 13-1-0. And she is being called the biggest threat to Dakota Ditcheva in the sport today. People call her the female Khabib. They call her a wrestling machine. But what does Cookie Monster actually mean inside the cage? It means she suffocates you. Once she decides to take you down, you are going down. Once she puts you on the mat, you are not getting back up. And if you somehow survive, she's right back in your face doing it all over again.
People told me that I shouldn't wrestle because I was a girl. I shouldn't be there because I was a girl.
Come on, Tatiana!
Her ground control time sits at 57.7%, the highest in UFC women's strawweight history. Over half of every fight she's been in, her opponent has been pinned to the canvas, completely at her mercy. Her takedown accuracy is relentless. Opponents see the shot coming, they train for it, they game plan for it, and they still can't stop it.
In mixed martial arts for Suarez. Just ground domination here so far from Suarez. Nice hammer fist by Suarez, the thyroid cancer survivor.
But here's what separates her from being just a takedown artist she finishes. 5 submissions on her record. She doesn't just hold you down and grind a decision. She hunts the choke, the arm, the neck. And she's not just a grappler. Her striking accuracy sits at 60.4%, also the highest in her division's history. She has knockout wins too. She attacks on every level. Striking sets up the wrestling, wrestling sets up the submission. All 3 are dangerous.
Hi, my name is Tatiana Suarez, and I'm a UFC strawweight. I was very surprised by my mental strength when I had to go through physical therapy for my knee, my thyroid cancer. I sat there, I cried for 3 days, and then I was like, well, Tatiana, the comeback starts right now. When I first got into the UFC and I had won the Ultimate Fighter show, I said, I've overcome a lot, and I've overcome cancer, and I'm not gonna stop till I get to the top. Because I've faced so many injuries, I know that it's just not certain, and to just enjoy every single day. And I'm excited to learn and become a better version of myself.
Now let's talk about our beloved Dakota Ditcheva. Born July 25, 1998, in Sale, Manchester, England, her mother is a multi-time world kickboxing champion. And Dakota grew up breathing martial arts kickboxing, Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Her record, 15 wins, 0 losses, 12 of those by knockout or TKO, and 80% finish rate. Her average fight lasts just 1.6 rounds. Most of her opponents never see round 2. She is the reigning PFL Women's Flyweight World Champion, the #1 ranked women's flyweight in the PFL as of 2026, the first British female MMA World Champion, and the 2024 Female Fighter of the Year from basically every major outlet. Her Muay Thai is world-class knees, kicks, elbows, body shots. She turns the cage into her personal highlight reel. She is electric. She is violent. She is, right now, the most exciting female fighter on the planet. But she has a weakness. And Tatiana Suarez is that weakness personified. Wrestling and grappling, Tatiana Suarez. It isn't even close. Dakota has shown she can grapple, but she only has 1 submission win in 15 professional fights. On the ground against Tatiana, she'd be in a completely different world. Suarez's wrestling is world championship level. Her ground control is historic. If this fight hits the mat, Dakota is in serious, serious trouble. Striking, Dakota Ditcheva. 12 knockouts from 15 fights says everything. Her Muay Thai combinations are fast, precise, and brutal.
I'm very, very excited. I'm only 16, but I'm here to shock the world.
Right now by Basus, and referee watch here upon jumped in.
Olivia Diamond Basus, only 16 years old, but already making shockwaves across the combat sports world. Fresh off a devastating knockout victory and holding a perfect 1-0 record, Olivia Diamond Basus is widely being talked about as one of the biggest future threats to Dakota Ditcheva. Fearless, explosive, and hungry for greatness, Diamond has boldly called out every girl in the world, proving she isn't interested in taking the easy road.
I'm only 16 years old. It's bittersweet because I'm supposed to be at prom right now, this second. I'm sorry to my date, I stood you up, but I'm here. And everybody who's watching, all the young boys and young girls, I'm gonna say the same thing that Mr. Chatri told me 4 years ago. Dream big, stay humble, and work hard, and one day you'll be here. And I'm here to stay. I'm not here just to compete. I'm here to dominate. So everybody in this division, see with one eye open, because I'm coming for all of you.
While most fighters her age are still developing, Olivia is already showing the skill, confidence, and finishing ability of a future superstar. Many believe that at just 16, she is already ahead of where some of today's biggest names were at the same age. With lightning-fast striking, relentless determination, and the mindset of a champion, Diamond has set her sights on the top of the sport. And standing at the summit is Dakota Ditcheva, one of the most dominant fighters in the game today. But Olivia Basus isn't intimidated. She believes she has the talent, heart, and power to do what nobody else has done, hand Dakota Ditcheva her first defeat. The future is arriving faster than anyone expected.
แล้วกดมาฟันนี่ครับเรียบกดแขนครับแล้วฟันครับ
Remember the name, Olivia Diamond Basus, the next generation, the biggest threat, the future champion. Dakota Ditcheva didn't just rise through the ranks, she ran through them. 15 professional fights, 15 wins, 12 by knockout, a PFL world title, and a record so clean that opponents are running out of ways to lose to her. She was a teenage prodigy once too, dominating Muay Thai rings years before she ever stepped into a cage. So tonight, we're putting these two side by side, the reigning queen of flyweight MMA and the 16-year-old Muay Thai phenom chasing a strikingly similar path. Two fighters, two timelines, one question. Let's get into it. Olivia Diamond Basus is a Canadian Muay Thai fighter, just 16 years old, standing 5'1" and competing at 101 pounds. She trains out of two camps, Cookie Muay Thai and Pachai Muay Thai, and comes from a fighting family through and through. Her father, Tanios Basus, was himself a Canadian Muay Thai champion who emigrated to Canada as a Palestinian refugee and introduced his children to what's often called the art of 8 limbs. Olivia is the oldest of 4 siblings, and every one of them trains and competes in combat sports. She didn't start training seriously until a 2021 family trip to Thailand at age 12, and after losing her actual first fight in February 2022, she fell in love with the sport rather than walking away from it. Her amateur URSM since then has been stacked. She's a 3-time IFMA Junior World Champion, taking gold in 2023, 2024, and 2025. In April 2023, at just 13 years old, she became the youngest female athlete ever to compete at Bangkok's legendary Lumpini Stadium, one of the most historic, most demanding venues in the entire sport, a stage most fighters never reach at any age. She's also been cross-training in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu to prepare for an eventual move into MMA. And in December 2025, she backed that up with gold at the ADCC Asia and Oceania Championship in the women's beginner adult 50 kg division.
When you miss your right kick, watch this. It's very likely your opponent will charge forward to capitalize on your missed kick. Don't let this happen. Use your donkey kick to push them away.
Her professional debut finally came at ONE Championships, the Inner Circle 19, where she blitzed opponent Fontip for a first-round TKO, the win that produced the viral supposed to be at prom interview, now putting her name in front of a global audience for the first time. Now the other half of this comparison. Dakota Ditcheva is a British-Bulgarian mixed martial artist, 27 years old, and the reigning PFL women's flyweight champion, currently ranked #1 in the division, and undefeated at 15-0, with 12 of those wins coming by knockout.
Very difficult to put away. Oh!
On a power drive. Dakota Ditcheva with the 3rd round finish.
Like Basus, Dakota grew up immersed in combat sports. Her mother, Lisa Howarth, was a multiple-time world kickboxing champion, and her father, Ivo Ditchev, was Bulgarian-born and martial arts trained. Dakota was a 3-time junior world champion in Muay Thai before she ever set foot in an MMA cage, capturing IFMA gold at the World Championships in Sweden in 2016, at just 17 years old, eerily similar territory to where Basus stands right now. She turned pro in MMA in 2021, opening with a string of first-round finishes against Jenny Line, Carrie Issam, and Patricia Borges. She signed with PFL in 2022 and tore through the promotion's competition, submitting Malin Hermansson, knocking out Cornelia Holm and Valentina Skitizzi to win the PFL Europe title, then stopping Lisa Malden, Chelsea Hackett, and Gina Bishop on her way to the 2024 PFL Global Final. There, she finished former UFC title challenger Taila Santos by body shots to win the title, and a $1 million prize, becoming the youngest champion in PFL history and the first British woman ever to win an MMA world title. She followed that with a unanimous decision over Sumiko Inaba in July 2025, and is now scheduled to defend her belt against Denise Kielholtz at PFL New York on July 31. 2026.
The planet right now. Fantastic strikers, veterans, future legends of the game here.
For sure.
Santos
is in big trouble. She's in big trouble. Dakota Ditcheva to the body again for the championship.
Stylistically, these two actually share real DNA. Both built their foundation in Muay Thai before branching toward, or in Dakota's case, fully into mixed martial arts. Both are finishers by nature, not decision fighters. Dakota has 12 knockouts in 15 professional bouts, and the overwhelming majority of those have come inside the first or second round, often via brutal body shots that leave opponents unable to continue. Basus's own pro debut followed an almost identical script, a fast, violent first-round finish that signaled she isn't interested in going the distance either. Where the two diverge is experience, weight, and discipline. Dakota fights full MMA at 125-pound flyweight striking, clinch work, and ground grappling are all live in every one of her fights. Basus, at 101 pounds, is still competing purely under Muay Thai rules, though her growing jiu-jitsu background hints strongly at an eventual move toward MMA. Dakota is also 15 fights deep against legitimate, ranked professional opposition, including a former UFC title challenger in Taila Santos. Basus has one professional win on her record. That gap isn't a knock on her, it's simply where two very different timelines currently sit. So, is Olivia Basus the next Dakota Ditcheva? The honest answer is that the early markers are genuinely there. The Muay Thai foundation, the youth-stacked accolades, the finishing instinct, the family pedigree. Even the Lumpini Stadium milestone, it's almost the exact blueprint Dakota herself followed a decade earlier on her way up. What Basus doesn't have yet is what Dakota has built over 5 years of professional competition, durability across championship rounds, a deep resume against killers, and the proven ability to do it inside an actual MMA cage rather than a Muay Thai ring.
This fight is 3 rounds in the UFC flyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. She stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 126 pounds. Fighting out of these France, presenting the undefeated.
And another side kick by Manon. Interesting. Oh, look up dance. Beautiful hip throw.
Beautiful wizard kick there by Manon Fiore. American wrestler, English.
Manon Caroline Fiorot. Nickname, The Beast. Record, 13 wins, 2 losses. 7 of those wins by knockout. And right now, she might be the single biggest threat to our beloved Dakota Ditcheva's perfect record.
Oh, wow, a show-stopping first-round knockout for the Beast from Nice. How Manon Fiore, and what a way to make a statement that she is very much among the top contenders.
46% of Fiorot's career wins have come by decision. She is a pure striker, no submissions, no ground and pound finishes, just pure violence on the feet, round after round.
That's gonna do it. The Beast again.
And she's not some gatekeeper trying to make a name for herself. She has already beaten Erin Blanchfield. She has already beaten Rose Namajunas. She has already beaten Tabitha Ricci.